talk.
What's up, everybody, and welcome to a brand new episode of the Left or Right podcast. Today, I got Marty, Vaughn, Lennon, and Dylan with us. What's up, everybody?
What's up?
This is the first episode of Left or Right filmed from a hot tub.
One day, I'm going to film a podcast from the hot tub. I'm
in a hot tub right now.
I'll do it.
Are you jealous, then? You want to come in with me?
No, not really. Not right now. It's actually a little bit too hot in Nevada for a hot tub right now.
My hot tub is at 104 right now.
That's a little bit too hot. Anyways, so first off, I want to dedicate this episode of the Left or Right podcast to Lauro, Cavazos, who was the first Hispanic to serve in the United States Supreme Court as a Secretary of Education, and Madeleine Albright, who is the first female Secretary of State. May they both rest in peace. Now, the first topic, this wasn't on the list that I sent you guys because it's literally just breaking news, like as of 3 hours ago. Jeff Fortenberry, the congressman from Nebraska, he a few months ago, he was indicted for lying to the FBI. Well, on the 24th, he was convicted on all 3 counts, and because of that, he is going to be resigning from Congress effective on March 31st, 2022. What do you guys think about that?
Good.
I mean, Nebraska is an irrelevant state, so
that's also true. He's just kind of cringe. Imagine getting indicted by the FBI.
Imagine getting caught.
Imagine. Bro really should have. No. Bro really should have just called Saul. Like, bro, you fucking dumbass. Like, I swear.
Here's the deal. These Congress people have to smarten up and be like Nancy Pelosi. She gets away with everything.
For real.
Hang out with oligarchs.
Their game.
Just be like the rest of the deep state, bro.
Yeah.
You fucking dumbass, bro. Imagine getting caught.
How could you get caught?
If Saul Goodman was his lawyer, none of this would have happened. Better call Saul.
Hey, you know what? I'm glad he's gone.
Sam, what a fucking piece of shit. Am I right, boys?
Yes.
It's funny how one of the most bipartisan things in this country is getting accused of money laundering.
No, I know. He literally is one of the most bipartisan because he literally was one of the congressmen to vote for the January 6th commission.
Wait, he was money laundering? He was money laundering?
So basically he was under investigation for making false statements about information about his foreign campaign contributions, and he lied on 3 accounts.
Oh, okay.
Dang.
Yeah, so there will be a special election.
Is he going to the slammer?
Huh?
Is he going to jail, or are they just gonna slap him on the back?
That's a great question. I don't know. All I know as of now,
probably going to jail, but just gonna pay his way out of it. Honestly,
he'll make a deal. He'll get 30 hours of community service.
What I do know is that there will be a special election in this district on. Let me check the date. It'll be on not on March 31st. I'm an idiot. They haven't announced the date yet. Governor Ricketts hasn't. But there will be a special election for this seat.
Never heard of the governor. I never knew the governor of Nebraska's last name was Ricketts.
Well,
really?
This guy can get out of it easily. He goes right up to the judge. He gets really close to his ear and he whispers, "I know Hillary Clinton," and then boom, everything gone.
Bro.
With that said, this week there were the Ketanji Brown Jackson Supreme Court hearings. If you didn't know, let me catch you up to speed. Joe Biden nominated Ketanji Brown Jackson to replace Stephen Breyer on the Supreme Court. A lot went down during the hearings, and I'm just gonna list some of them. You guys can tell me what you want to talk about. I don't really care. But she was getting grilled by GOP senators on the Senate Judiciary Committee over her sentences of child sex offenders. It literally caused Lindsey Graham to walk out of the hearing, which is kind of crazy. Jackson declined to define the word woman because she's not a biologist. Cory Booker went on this little bit of a statement about her being an African-American and how oh my goodness, I can't believe that there's an African-American in the room, kind of just for oohs and ahs, I think. And then she was asked about packing the Supreme Court, and she declined to answer anything about that. Starting off with Devon, what do you think about all of that I just said right now?
All right, here's my personal stance. All right, Ketanji Brown, I disagree with her on basically every single fucking issue, but here's the thing. She's not going to change the balance of the courts at all. She's perfectly qualified, like, right? And some of, like, her past actions are, like, a little weird, but listen. She won't even affect the fucking courts, bro. She won't change the balance. You're just replacing a liberal judge with an even more liberal one. Like, you're not changing anything, really. Okay? Like, it doesn't even fucking matter. Can I be completely honest with you? So, all, like, these, like, people all uppity about it, like, I think, like, I understand, like, actually asking her questions, and I get that. But, like, voting for her, like, seeing, like, Joe Manchin, like, say, oh, yeah, I'm going to vote to confirm her. It's not
Next
fucking
topic, by the way.
I know, but, like, it's not fucking surprising. Like, she doesn't change anything. Like, she's not fucking important. Can I be completely honest with you? Her skin color, okay, cool. Race is a fucking social construct anyway. Okay, like, nobody fucking cares, bro. She literally is perfectly qualified, and she's not going to change the fucking balance of the courts at all. So, like, there's no reason not to vote for her. I don't even like her, bro.
All right, Marty, what do you think?
I watched about 50% of the trial. I think I didn't watch all of it because it was way too long. From what I saw, it was a lot messier than the Comey Barrett confirmation, but a lot neater than the Kavanaugh confirmation. A lot of stupid questions were asked, per usual. A lot of dumb answers were given, per usual. What really caught my attention was
I'm not a biologist.
I'm not that because like she politically she doesn't even want to answer that question, so of course she's gonna try and get out of that question. But what really caught my eye was the child sex offender stuff that Ted Cruz, Hawley, and Graham brought up. I thought her explanation satisfied me that the sex offender laws haven't been updated in 15 years since the computers were used for the crimes that people were committing. So her explanation satisfied me enough to the point where I'm not anti Ketanji Brown Jackson. Yeah, like what Vaughn said, her balance is not going to change the court. She's not that important. She's going to get confirmed. End of story, really. She's just going to replace Breyer with another version of Breyer. It's not that different.
All right, Dylan, what do you think about Miss Brown Jackson?
Nobody should fucking care, bro.
You know, I watched a bit of it, and as stated before, there was some of the dumbest questions I've ever heard by anyone. I mean, it appalls me. I think one of the funniest was probably Senator Kennedy, because right after he asked a really dumb question, he just like devoured a whole like chicken tender in front of everyone. Like, it was pretty funny. I thought what was really funny was Cory Booker was just like, wow, you're black. Like, dude, everybody knows you're a balding supremacist. Like, you don't have to throw it out anymore. But I think I think the way she was chosen was wrong. I'm not saying she won't be able to do it, but you shouldn't just say you're in there because you're black. It should be you're in there because you're an exceptional person. You have a really good law, things like that.
She does, but like, bro, like she was like the main reason she was chosen was because she's black. Like, it's not like she doesn't have a good record. Like, the main reason was because she's black.
Yeah, no,
that's what I'm saying. It's not that she isn't qualified.
Yeah.
It's just the selection process was just really shitty.
I forgot to bring up the Cory Booker case because I watched the Cory Booker thing live as it happened in my class, and I
fucking
cringed so hard during that. I was like on the edge of my seat with my face down listening to that. It was so bad. But I'm just gonna say that the dumbest question that I heard during the entire trial.
Do you think babies are racist?
Do you think babies are racist from Senator Ted Cruz?
I think
that was the dumbest question.
Wait, Ted Cruz asked that?
He asked, do you think babies are racist? A real question that was asked during the Judiciary Committee.
It said, do you think babies are racist?
Yeah.
Oh my
So that was
God.
the dumbest question that I thought was asked.
What would
But...
you even respond to that? Like, yeah, babies
Sure,
are
this was her
horrible
response,
racists.
and it was hilarious. She just like looked at him and then sighed, and then said, "No."
Judge Jackson, do you
No.
think babies are racist?
The one thing that I thought was
baby-
funny is like
my
how when
8-month-old baby
she
just shouted
declined to
white
define
power.
woman, she basically said, "I'm not a biologist." Like that's just why would you say that? Just say no, I'm not going to define woman. Like you don't need to say I'm not a biologist.
That whole thing was fucking retarded.
For real.
Like,
Bro,
that is the dumbest shit I've ever
I
seen.
did my favorite
Like,
moment.
bro.
Actually, Lindsey Graham, like people are attacking Lindsey Graham for this because he's talking about like the sexual, like the child parenting cases, and like he's going and like she's like, what are these people?
People just supposed to like rob behind bars. Like, yes. If you are taking advantage of children, then yes, you should be in prison for like the longest time possible. Like that
Bro,
was
I bet the whole world is laughing at America right now.
yeah.
Like, this
But-
shit is sad.
The Senate Judiciary Committee just confirmed like how crazy our country is.
I
Like
fucking hate Dick Durbin, by the
Bro,
way.
America is slowly turning into Gotham City. Like, bro, we
also,
got people
Vaughn,
looking like
Vaughn,
fucking
whenever you're
people.
speaking, you're kind of muffled.
Yeah, that's probably because I'm outside.
Yeah, I'm just saying that.
Yeah.
With that
sorry.
said, I think we should move on.
Yes,
Yeah,
Daddy.
probably good.
That Joe Manchin said that he will vote to confirm Ketanji Brown Jackson, which basically means she will most likely be on the Supreme Court. What do you guys think about that?
Okay,
Look,
can I be?
I'm not.
Let's
it's
start.
not
Let's start off
gay.
with Dylan. Dylan, you could go first.
I'm not gay or anything, but I mean, if Joe Manchin offered, it's self-explanatory. I think he's a great guy. I don't see any reason that she couldn't be confirmed. Like, what are they going to do? Go back to the drawing board and pick another black person? Like,
Yeah,
They
exactly.
gotta pick
They should
Stacey
pick me.
Abrams, Queen of Democracy.
They should pick me.
Honestly,
Lennon, what do you think about what Joe Manchin said?
That's weird coming from him.
All right, Vaughn, what do you think?
I don't fucking care because she's gonna be confirmed anyway. Like, it's not a surprise. I knew he was gonna vote for her. Like, listen, it doesn't hurt Manchin in any way. Like, cause he's like a conservative guy. He's a fairly conservative guy. Like, her being on the court, like, it doesn't like affect him. It doesn't affect anybody because she doesn't fucking do anything. She doesn't change the balance of the court at all. The court still has a heavy conservative bias with or without her. So she doesn't fucking matter.
All
That's
right,
my
and,
take.
Marty, what do you think?
Not surprised that he's voting to confirm. I thought about this from the beginning, and here's my prediction for when the Senate does vote. It's going to be 51-49. Susan Collins will vote yes. That is my
I think
prediction.
Mitt Romney will vote yes too.
I think Susan Collins or Mitt Romney will vote yes, and the other one
It'll
won't. I think
probably
it's
be Mitt
51.
Romney.
I don't know who's up for re-election.
I don't know. I
but
think it's gonna be 52.
I think 51.
I think it's
Mitt-
gonna be Collins and Romney.
I don't think
it's
it's just gonna be
Murkowski
Mitt.
won't do it, even though she wants to,
No,
because she has
Murkowski isn't
election
gonna
coming
do
up.
it.
Murkowski
It'll
wants
either
to,
be
but she won't
Romney
do
or
it.
Collins.
I think it's gonna be 57.
I think it's a bit
Honestly,
high.
bro, like, listen,
That's too
can I be honest
high.
with you? Can I
That's
be
too
honest with you?
high.
It's going to be very high. Nobody
John
fucking
Cornyn
cares.
basically said there's only 3 who are probably gonna vote. He didn't name vote to confirm her. He didn't name who
All
they
right,
are.
can I
but I'm
can I
assuming
name
it's
you?
Mitt
Can I name
Romney,
you the
Lisa
Republicans?
Murkowski, and Susan Collins. And I think out of
Can I
all
name you
3
the
of those,
Republicans
Mitt
who will
Romney and
most
Susan
likely
Collins will do
who
it.
will most likely vote for her? Richard Burr, Mitt
Nah,
Romney.
he's not
Richard
gonna
Burr
do
isn't
that.
running for re-election. Richard Burr is not running for re-election. He literally has nothing to lose.
That
Richard Burr,
that doesn't
Mitt
mean
Romney,
anything.
Susan Collins, Ben Sassy, literally probably Lindsey Graham. Surprisingly, if you
Lindsey
really wanna
Graham
know
is
the
not gonna
full
vote
honest
to
truth.
confirm. Did you
Lindsey
watch
Graham
the
said he won't
hearings?
even vote to confirm out of the Judiciary Committee.
Yeah.
Gentlemen,
Fucking-
Zane,
I don't
this is the
care,
thing you
bro.
have to
I do not
understand
care.
here.
I do not care.
The
Vaughn
thing
brings
you
John
up
have
a
to
good
Cornyn,
point,
understand-
though.
Mitch
Vaughn brings
McConnell
up a good point.
probably.
Vaughn brings up a good
Literally,
point.
majority
Sassy,
Republicans who are against her will vote for her anyway because nobody fucking cares, bro.
they don't
It's
want to be
all
known
gonna
as the
fucking-
guys that voted
no.
against the
thing
black
you gotta
justice.
realize
Okay.
is that
It's going.
in
It's going.
this new modern age, I mean, somebody doesn't vote against her, someone's just gonna go to Twitter and bitch and moan about everybody who voted against her as a balding white racist.
Okay, can I be honest with you? Nobody fucking cares. They're all doing this so that way they get camera attention. So that way it seems like they voted against her, but really they didn't. Because people are just going to assume, well, he said this, so he probably voted against her. They're not going to look at the actual records when they're going to cast their ballot because they don't fucking care. Now in America, people just vote down the ballot. It's all for the cameras so that way they can get some extra airtime. They're just saying all this so that way they get on TV.
Ben Sassy might vote to confirm.
I do not
Bunch
care.
of jackassery, my new favorite word.
Yeah, Ben
I still
Sassy-
think it'll either be Murkowski, Collins, and Romney because of what John Cornyn said.
Can I be honest with you? Rand Paul will vote to confirm her. I don't fucking care.
No.
That's
Yes.
laughable, bruh.
Rand
That's
Paul isn't
laughable.
a fucking racist, you fucking dumbass. So he knows that it's not going to change the bias of the court. Because Rand Paul, you know what Rand Paul is? A common sense motherfucker. Okay, so he's not going to be like, oh yeah, you know what? This won't change the.
I
balance
bet
of
you
the court.
$10 he doesn't vote to confirm.
I agree with
Okay.
Marty.
I'll bet you $10 right now that Rand Paul does not vote to confirm.
Most Republicans are going to vote to confirm her.
You want to bet?
Hey, I bet
wanna
he's
bet?
gonna say.
Most Republicans. I bet.
I'll bet $10 right now.
$10, fine. I'll bet you $10 that.
All right, I bet
Hey,
$10.
wait,
A
hold
lot
up.
of
I want to
Republicans.
say something about Rand Paul and Ketanji Brown Jackson. When Rand Paul was asked about what she said about women, he said, and this is and I quote, "If you cannot define woman, you do not get my vote."
Okay,
Oh,
he'll
thanks for the
still probably vote
$10,
for her.
Vaughn.
Don't
Really,
care.
No,
really
he
appreciate
called her
it.
a fucking
Probably
nigger.
still vote for. No. Can I be honest with you? Most Republicans are gonna vote for her. They just want to get on C-SPAN so that way, like all their voters, like their base, see their quotes. So that way, then they're like, oh well, he said this, so now I'm just gonna vote for the guy. But then actually, they're not gonna look at the actual fucking vote because they're fucking dumbasses. Okay, the people that actually vote for these people just vote down the ballot and they don't fucking care at all. So they're just gonna vote for them
I
anyway.
disagree with
So
you,
it doesn't
Vaughn.
even matter. He lives. He's a senator
I'm
from
going-
Kentucky.
Thanks for
He's
$10.
from Kentucky.
It
Kentucky.
doesn't matter. He literally
They
says
vote
we're
down the
not gonna
fucking
vote.
ballot there, bro. Just red down the ballot. It's literally a red wave every year in Kentucky. Besides Andy Bashir, okay, that's a one case. They're not gonna vote for who is it? Who is running against him? I literally forgot. Just some black guy, okay, who's not gonna win because it's Kentucky.
Racist ass Kentucky.
So someone
real.
needs to get Mitch McConnell out of Kentucky.
Thanks for
Nobody
$10.
wants the turtle and all.
Okay, yeah, okay. Enjoy your $10. I'm not gonna fucking give you anyway, dumbass.
Bro, when you two
Wow.
meet up in person, Marty, you gotta like hold them to that.
Punch him in the face.
All right. Anyways, I want to move on from this topic. Let's
My
move on to
$10.
something that Joe Biden said. Joe Biden
Oh,
said
yeah.
He said
there's
something
going to
that's
be a
comprehensible.
new world order out there, and we
So true.
have to lead it.
So
What
true.
do you guys
Wait,
think
we-
about that? Starting with Marty.
So
Repeat
true, so
that?
true. I love the Illuminati. Please don't kill me. The Illuminati's not real. New World Order. I would like to lead that. I don't think Biden's gonna lead the New World Order because if so, we're fucked. But I don't really know what he means by that. But if they're trying to form an Illuminati, I'd like to be a member.
Same, bro. You know what I think? I think Biden is just being dumb again. Can I be completely honest with you? Send aid to Ukraine, but listen, here's the thing. The way he's like doing this, he's just making the situation worse and worse, and he knows it because he just wants a war so that way he can get a little boost in his approval rating. Because then once we're in a war, the
Yeah.
economy
A
might get
war
little
would
better.
mean his approval rating would take a shit.
No, bro. A war would literally improve the economy. And that's all fucking people care about. I don't know if you understand this. All people care about is whether or not gas is like cheap or not. Okay, that's really all people care about now. Okay, that's really it. So if gas gets cheaper because of a fucking war and prices just go down because of a war, because it's gonna be a wartime economy, then yeah, he's gonna want that because that'll boost his approval rating. Because people like just don't like him because he's a fucking dumbass when it comes to inflation and
And who
fucking
cares that the world's gonna end if we have cheap gas?
Yes, literally. That's how fucking people are nowadays, bro.
Yay, nuke the fuck out of us.
Yes. But we probably won't even get nuked, bro. He just wants a war so that way he can boost his approval rating.
Bro, why do we even need America to lead the fucking New World Order?
For
America
real, bro. It doesn't
fucking
even fucking
hard.
matter. We shouldn't even be involved with these fucking stupid ass fucking countries. Literally, or
Plus, they're
we in Europe.
fucking Slavic. They're gonna fight either fucking way.
Legit, just provide aid to Ukraine, bro. Like, it doesn't even fucking matter. Like, we don't need to just, like, keep making the situation worse. Like, just stop.
Yo,
Like,
Russia, keep touching
Zelensky
them,
is
I'm
tired
gonna
of
beat
him, too. I'm just tired of him. I'm just tired of Biden, bro. He's a fucking dumbass.
So,
He's like, oh, yeah, we need a new world order. Bro, shut the fuck up. You fucking dumbass.
that shit sounds fucking retarded in itself.
For real.
The New World Order came after World War II. Just leave it the fuck alone.
New World Order. Okay, buddy. You're 70. What was he? 79?
We need a New World Order because World War III is coming.
Hey guys, I have an announcement. I'm gonna lead the New World Order because I think a world without Biden and a world without Trump and a world with me leading it is better than anything that anyone in the
I
government
actually
can
agree.
provide.
We need someone sexy in power again, bro. All right.
My name is Zane Woods, and today I am announcing my run to become the leader of the New World Order.
Zane Woods with that
Yeah,
morning wood.
that's not gonna work. I mean, everybody
Zane
would
Woods
vote for
making me
you.
have some wood, bro.
One day,
Damn.
Zane, one day you would get a knock on your door. The Clintons would just hire somebody to shoot your ass.
Listen here, buddy. You think you're so much better than us, huh? Huh? You think you're so much better than us?
And why are they trying to villainize Russia in the first place? Like,
because Russia is
Fuck.
bad, but like Ukraine,
and plus,
Ukraine is
they're
like
trying to
better
liberate
than
people
Russia,
that
but
are
they're also
suffering in
bad.
East-
Like I'm sorry, like all like these two countries are both
I love
shit.
Russia trying to liberate Ukraine by bombing children in movie theaters. So
First
basic.
of all, Ukraine was bombing the Donetsk and Luhansk regions, and
You know,
I'm
I'm gonna be real with you
Oh,
guys
so
here. I think
because they bombed them like 30 years ago, oh yeah, now we're gonna declare war.
the
It's totally not the
Russian,
plan.
Russian battle strategy here is absolutely terrible. I mean, me personally, as a Hoi 4 veteran, they should have just called me up.
For
Because
real.
I was just talking to my friends about this. I said, give me like an hour and a map, and I could come up with a better strategy than Putin and his dumbass generals.
Bro, fucking Russia, they just throw soldiers at shit. They don't actually use strategy. They just throw a bunch of fucking soldiers and call it a day. And
All right.
somehow
With
still
that said, I think we should move on. So this is our start about talking about the election. The election is literally how many months away is November? I don't really know. I don't really care. But Donald Trump
Election
has
for what?
endorsed Mo Brooks in the Senate race since like he first announced his run. And then this week he rescinded his endorsement in the Senate race. He has not yet announced who he's going to endorse yet. Either it's going to be Katie Britt or Mike Durant. Who do you guys think he's going to pick? Katie Britt or Mike Durant? I'm going to go first. I think he's going to pick Katie Britt. Vaughn, what do you think?
Probably Katie Britt, but I honestly don't fucking care because it's Alabama, bro. Their race is so fucking lopsided every year. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, it's just gonna be a Republican either way. So, like, who cares?
All right, Marty, what do you think?
So Mo Brooks, Trump withdrew his endorsement because of January 6th. Is that correct?
He did not state why, but
Was it because Mo Brooks like didn't believe that the election was stolen and said something about like, oh, he's stupid or something like that? I don't know why.
I would just like to say this: Mo Brooks is now on this like Donald Trump got played by Mitch McConnell.
Well, his only last hope is to get some Democrat support because Democrats are too dumb to realize that this dude who doesn't like them at all. But if he says, "Oh yeah, Orange Man bad," Democrats go, "Woo, I like you now," and he's trying to gather support around that. I don't know why Trump withdrew his support or whatever, but I think it'll be the Katie that will get it.
All right, Dylan, what do you think?
I think we're getting Katie. I mean, let's be real here. I mean, it's Alabama. You're either gonna get some random inbred dude or some random retarded guy who's retarded because he's inbred. I mean, for real, I'm not even joking here. It's Alabama. They're gonna vote for Republican, and the Democrats could get like 10% of the vote. It doesn't matter. No matter who he picks, they're gonna win because it's Alabama.
Yeah.
They're probably fucking related. I mean,
Lennon, what do you?
they're
Before
probably
we
related.
move on to the next topic, Lennon, what do you think about what Trump did?
Like he rescinded his
Endorsement of Mo Brooks.
I could care less because they're both fucking retarded. All three of them.
Okay.
That's so true.
3 fucking Republican.
So
retards.
I just found out why Trump did it. Brooks was one of the first members of Congress to say he would challenge the results of the 2020 election, but then like a couple days before January 6th, he said that he can't vote to remove Biden to get Trump back in office.
Bro, what?
And then,
I think that is false. I think the real reason that Trump rescinded his endorsement is because he looked at FamilyTree.com.
Oh my God.
Yo, does Kay Ivey look inbred?
No, not really, honestly.
Alrighty, so let's move on to the next topic. So Donald Trump is suing Hillary Clinton and the DNC over the Russian collusion accusations. I want Dylan to speak first on this. What do you think about that?
Oh God, I have a lot to say about Hillary Clinton. Okay, let me say, I'm saying this in a literal sense. We're gonna see Donald Trump's funeral soon. I mean, it's a sad thing, but I mean, the Clintons send their regards. But anyway, I think personally, it's been proven that it was just a whole bunch of fake lies. I mean, like him or not, even you have to look at the facts and say, well, this was completely fabricated. I guarantee you some lawyers are going to die, I'm not saying Hillary Clinton did that because I also want to die, but I guess it is. I mean, I think Bill Clinton's kind of based, and I think Hillary's a bitch.
All right, Marty, what do you think?
You have like less than a 15% chance of winning a defamation suit. Statistically, it's one of the hardest cases to win in law. And since Trump has his best lawyers, but the Democrats also have their best lawyers, and the Clintons also have their best lawyers, it doesn't look good. You outmatched 2-1. Also, to prove your innocence, you kind of have to prove that the fact was told about you was a lie. And now I'm not saying whether I believe in the Russiagate or whatever. Could care less. But that means that they're going to have to present evidence that maybe the Trump campaign doesn't want to present if what the Democrats alleged is true. Now, I'm not saying it is or not, but the Democrats would also have to prove that what they said is true. So they might also have to show evidence that they might not want to show. So a lot of stuff's going to happen with this lawsuit, and someone's going to walk away victorious, and someone's
probably going to walk away dead too.
Yes.
Yeah.
A few people probably are going to walk away dead.
We're going to see another incident with a supposed FedEx man.
Lennon, what do you think about Donald Trump suing Hillary and the DNC?
Trump's definitely not gonna win.
Yeah, no, I don't know. I think this is just like to rat out like more truth, I guess, when it comes to the whole Russian collusion situation. I mean, what was that one report? Was it like the Durham report that we talked about earlier about Russian gate, whatever? It basically like confirmed that it was a lie or something.
But like Durham is like a Republican who had like little evidence, and it's just one guy it's basically an essay on why it was false. But also, it's just like one guy. He's not like a lawyer or anything. He's just writing it.
Well, whatever. It's still, that, I mean, I don't know. I think it'll be interesting to see everything slowly come out. I think this should be a case that should be broadcasted to the public once it gets into court, if it gets into court.
They should call Trump to testify. That'd be funny.
That would be amazing. With that said, let's move on. So the RNC launched a voter registration initiative at gas stations, like to use Joe Biden as an excuse to register to vote and to vote Republican in the midterms. I'm going to speak first on this. That is pure genius. You are taking these high gas prices and getting these people who probably don't pay too much attention to politics and trying to get them like, oh, Joe Biden is the reason you did this. And then you get them to vote and register as a Republican. That is genius.
Well, I mean, that plan could easily fail.
It's working, though. There are people who are signing up.
Let me tell you why. Because people on TikTok will go on, well, not even TikTok, just in general, they'll tell you exactly why the gas prices are high and that it's not like primarily Biden's fault.
Yeah, but you take like these emotional voters who are paying at the gas pump, and then you bring these Republicans over saying Joe Biden did this, and then what are they gonna say? No, like
I mean,
they're
this is so genius because like now I'm thinking about it, like the Democrats should have done this like during 2020 outside of like funeral homes. They should set up like Democrat little booths being like, "Hi, sorry about your loss. You want to vote for Joe Biden?"
Sorry
But,
about your loss.
it's an interesting strategy. I don't know if it'll work. It seems, if you said it seems to be working. I mean, if it's working for them, go for it. I mean, try everything you got. You're already going to win in the midterms, and you want to win bigger.
I want to back up that statement. I mean, in 2016, if the Republicans would have, if they would have set up a stand outside the Yahoo Mail offices, they probably get some Republican voters. Like, get Hillary Clinton email.
Could have just said
bro,
like
Biden's gonna be fucking damn near 100 by the time he's out of office. That's if he wins the midterm.
All right.
I don't even think
Well,
that's
the next
Joe
topic
Biden
is
anymore.
unfortunately the Fauci hour, and Vaughn isn't here to say it. Marty, you want to do it again?
Fauci hour.
All right, that's good.
It's the Fauci hour, gabagool.
Dr. Fauci, give us vaccines.
Gabagool. So enthusiastic, Marty.
I know. Thank you.
True,
So last
true
week we were
Bond
talking
quote
about how
for
we
putting
should
gabagool
look
in the
out for a
vaccine.
rise in cases from a new COVID variant on the Fauci hour. Well, this week, Fauci said that the U.S. is unlikely to see a new surge from the new COVID variant. What do you guys think about that?
Wait,
I
no,
agree.
you're saying that he lied? This is outrageous.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm
Wait,
saying.
he contradicted himself?
I couldn't see this
What?
coming.
He's never done this before, ever. This is such unusual of him to do. But don't worry, guys. Don't worry, guys. Don't worry, guys. Don't worry, guys. It was just the science. The science changed. It was just like it just changes. It's just the science changes.
I was by my Fauci shrine about to finish praying, and I saw this. I'm like, no way. First thing I've ever seen that Fauci's done wrong.
Yeah,
Like,
I just think it's funny, as we literally talked about this last week, how he's gonna lie about it.
Is he still recommending those nose masks for restaurants? Where like you just put a mask over your nose and then you're supposed to eat like that? I know he was recommending that a couple months ago, so I'm curious if he still is.
I don't know. Fauci's kind of an idiot, and it's unfortunate that he is literally leading our country in all medical aspects.
Wasn't he gonna retire though?
There were rumors, but he
He
denied
can't
them.
retire if the science keeps changing.
And I need to be active with that change. Like, dude, shut up, Fauci. Nobody cares.
Let's build a wall around Trump Tower so we can keep Trump in there.
No, I think we should do that with Fauci.
Let's kill Trump. Let's just shoot the fuck out of him.
Jesus.
Let's shoot Biden.
God.
No, what? Fuck
No,
it. Let's
don't-
just
Okay,
kill
don't
that
worry,
is the end of the
don't worry.
episode. I really thank you guys
you're
for
gonna
watching,
watch
and
this.
we will see you next week, as there will hopefully be a lot more to talk about. And hopefully I'll be able to prove Vaughn wrong about the Republican voting for Ketanji Brown Jackson. Thank you. See you next week.